joining us this morning, the 4th of December 2025. We say a big thank you for staying glued to the channel. This is City Stand, and Michael Adekunle once again. To the viewers that have been supporting us, we say a big thank you to you. We appreciate all your efforts. Thank you so much. All right, the Vanguard newspaper was the Vanguard saying this morning. Also, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. What are these people saying at this time this Thursday morning? Very crucial headline. Very crucial headline on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. No more negotiation. Ransom payment to terrorists. No more negotiation. Ransom payment to terrorists. Who has said this? This is coming from the Defense Minister, General Musa. No more paying of no more paying of money or ransom payment to terrorists, says Defense Minister General Musa. Reps seek transparent prosecution of terrorism-related cases. Reps seek transparent prosecution of terrorism-related cases. You can go to page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper to see more on this. I will move down to page 9. Shetima to governors: overcome challenges, not explain them. Try to overcome challenges, don't explain them. That is what Shetima, that's the vice president of the country, has told the governors. I will move down to the top of the paper this morning. U.S. issues visa ban on Nigerians involved in anti-Christian violence. You can go to page 8 to see this. This is a welcome development. U.S. has issued a visa ban on Nigerians involved in terrorism, anti-Christian violence in the country. I'll move down to Niger State on page 13. Niger State, the kidnapped victims was Governor Bago of Niger State saying about these abducted people in Niger State. I said that the abductees will be rescued very, very soon. That's an assurance coming from the governor of Niger State, Bago. Abductees will soon return. That's what Governor Bago has said on today's program. We have fake OK's 2026 to 2028 MTEF projects 34.33 trillion naira revenue. You can go to page 8 to see more of this. Fake OK's 2026 to 2028 MTEF projects 34.33 trillion naira revenue. We'll move down to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this Thursday morning, the 4th of December 2025. U.S. to restrict visas for Nigerians violating religious freedom. Can go to pages 2 and 4 of the Nigerian Tribune to see this. U.S. to restrict visas for Nigerians violating religious freedom. On to the next one. On top of the paper, what do you have? CBN raises weekly cash withdrawal limit to 500,000 naira. Scraps cash deposit cap. On to the next one, page 3. Musa assures of winning war on insecurity as Senate confirms in Defense Minister. He has been confirmed as the defense Minister of the nation. We have transformed agriculture through institutional reforms, says Governor Makinde of Oyo State. I will move down to page 16 of the Nigerian Tribune. Senate summons finance, education, defense ministers over $30 million failed safe school initiative. And the last story we'll be reading out. This is from Kogi State, where we have the dominance of terrorists. 4 persons killed in fresh attack in Kogi. 38 Eruku abducted worshippers return home. 4 persons killed in fresh attack in Kogi State. 38 Eruku abducted worshippers return home. This is on page 16 of the Nigerian Tribune. We appreciate the viewers for joining us once more. This is City Stand, everyone's program. This is where the opinions of people count. I will say a big thank you for engaging us in the comment section. I need to see our viewers in the comment section. I'm sure some of them are saying hi to us this morning. and we should be able to reciprocate. All right. I can see Muki Great, even if I have not. Uh, okay, yeah. Okay, Muki Great. Yeah, I can access my phone now. Okay, great. Good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Also, GOA is here with us at the stand, and we say good morning to you, GOA. We have Mafidon. Mafidon, good morning to you. He's here with us at the stand, and we appreciate your presence this morning. Also, Ralph, all the way from United Kingdom, is also here with us at Ogba stand, and we say good morning, Ralph. Thanks. Thank you so much for joining us at the new stand. Etujare Moses has also joined us, and we say good morning to you. Etujare Moses, thank you so much for joining us. The football filter is also here and is saying good morning to every one of us at this time. Go on, Abdul is also here. Thank you so much for joining us, not exempting or excluding the global analyst himself. OJ, good morning to you. You're welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Mike. I'm sending you to you, the great global anchor of this great global system. God bless you. God strengthen your hands. Yet you not free. You go higher. You to do this job in greater heights globally, internationally, all over the world. I'm saying good morning to our global viewers as well. Those global benefactors who have been very merciful and kind unto us. May God bless you. Mommy, Mrs. Tina and the rest, all of them, may God bless you. This is Mr. Ojo for standing by us. You are most welcome to this analysis.
John, good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Good morning, Mr. James.
Yes, sir. Good morning, our most revered viewers. Today is Thursday. Good to be here. I want to appreciate you for always keeping faith with this platform. Thank you very much for always, from time to time, extending your hand of friendship to us down here. We truly appreciate you, and I wish you, even in the season of celebration, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance.
Let's quickly look at what the new defense minister said. The new sheriff in town, that's General Musa, what he said yesterday as regards insecurity in the country. He said Nigeria's fight against insecurity would remain ineffective until the country established a unified national database that captured every citizen and linked all security, banking, and identity systems together. General Musa stated this during his screening as minister by the Senate. Musa's screening happened on a day the House of Representatives sought open and transparent prosecution of all terrorism-related cases as an effective way of combating the high rate of violent crimes in Nigeria. This is even as the Senate yesterday moved to tighten Nigeria's anti-kidnapping laws by pushing for death penalty for any kidnappers and anyone financing, enabling, or providing information to terrorists and kidnappers as lawmakers debated amendments to the 2022 Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. Now, let's leave this one. Let's go back to the first one. Database. He said it will remain ineffective until the country established a unified database that captured every citizen and linked all security, banking, and identity systems together. What happens to NIN?
You are a prophet. You are a prophet. It's like you are reading my mind.
What happens to BVN?
That's the first thing I wanted to talk about.
NIN.
What's the idea behind NIN? This is the same story they told us. Oh, with your NIN, you are no hiding place for you. You'll be, if you are under the ground, you'll be fished out. If you are in a hidden place under the top of the they can see you. No hidden place for you, but with NIN on board. It's like, what that mean? You see the terrorists having a free day on TikTok and everywhere, and they have been able to pin any of them down. With this NIN, it has defeated the purpose for which it was established. NIN has defeated the purpose for which government told us it will solve. It hasn't solved the situation. When you mentioned NIN, I was just shocked. How come you read my mind? That's the first thing I want to talk about. Well, from the US, we know that there's this ideology of having your database of every citizen, and I wonder why our own has not been tailored to that effect. That just by your fingerprints in US, they can decode a lot of things about you. But in case of US, they don't open their border in to bring in foreigners to cheat other parts of the country. No, every US government will not open their border to foreigners. Come to US. As against some section of the country. Unlike here, where they have some people who believe that they must be on top of the rest of people. They will open their border because they even Buhari told us that he has allegiance to Fulani of other countries than to we his fellow Nigerians. Buhari told he said this openly. The reason, consulting of airline to Bomadi in Niger Republic, he even said his brothers who are across the border, in foreign countries, the Nigerians is loyal to them. His fellow Fulani. Now we Yoruba Igbo who's a Nigerian. So when you have a country that's made up of different ethnic nationalities that some people don't even believe in their fellow ethnic nationalities that make up the same country with them, but they rather show their allegiance more to their people, to their brother across other countries, who will now they feel more safe with them than we who's in Nigeria with them. That's the problem we have. Whereby we have a situation whereby people, some Fulani will open the border of Nigerian community to foreign Fulani to come to the country and be carrying out their own agenda, which they want to execute on the other rest of Nigerians. Governor Plateau State told us that people that before the Fulani there are people all over Nigeria, foreign Fulanis who came to Nigeria. He said it. Okay, who first sent these people to Nigeria? Is it Yoruba who go and bring foreign Fulanis to come and be? It's the local Fulanis that are encouraging their brothers outside the country to come in. So when you have a situation whereby a section of the country does not believe in the ideology of equality with other citizens, but the ideology is that they must be the one on top. They must be the one that must conquer, they must control and subdue the rest. So you will never have a database, because by the time you say you have a database, they'll bring in foreign bodies who they will tell don't subject themselves to this kind of exercise. Don't go and register for me. Don't go and do this. And they will be carrying out that atrocities and they will not be checked. I'm telling you, Mr. Mike, those of us who have our details captured by me, and it's very difficult for you to go into all this nonsense. Those people you see doing this, they are mostly from the foreign countries who have been backed up by the people here. That's why you cannot see any of their details on NIN, on national network, maybe MTN, Glo and Co. They won't have bank details. Yeah, Mr. Man, you have a bank account. I have bank account. You have BBN. I have. You have NIN. I have. Line, MTN line, or a all those things are places where our data can be traced, can easily be located and known who is talking. But all those who are doing, they are foreigners who are being facilitated into Nigeria, but they are people who want to execute a particular agenda on the rest people of this country. So that's why this one Musa is talking about will also fail.
Yeah, James John, why is the government still complaining of unified database or national database? I thought the NIN was meant to unify citizen data.
Ordinarily, the NIN should have solved that problem. But I'm surprised that instead of achieving the purpose the NIN is designed for, you understand, all we get is it's just something that is designed to cause hardship on Nigeria. If you do not have NIN and you want to go and get NIN, I'm telling you, the kind of hardship you will face, you will even wish you don't experience that. But at the end of the day, we see that thing that the NIN was designed for is not being achieved. Terrorists everywhere, they will put up phone calls, you understand, and negotiate for ransom, you understand. And the NIN is linked to the SIM, is also linked to your BVN. So how are they doing it? And I also want to talk about the porous border that we have that they are taking advantage of, especially that one in the north. I'm telling you, Niger and Chad can walk to Nigeria anytime. The border is so porous, you understand? And I think we need to work on, we need to work on our borders. We need to have more people who will guide our borders. We need to also deploy technology. You understand? Because it's so poor. It's so poor in a way that you see, another factor to it is even we do not know our population. The last census we conducted was 2006, about 19 years ago. Whatever we are doing is projection. A country that does not know her population will not know how to plan. You understand? Because your population, your numbers help you in planning. So aside from the fact NIN is a failure at the moment, as I want to attribute NIN as a failure. It's just a means to cause hardship on Nigerians. Because it has not achieved the desired aim it was designed for. So I listen to it, but it's going to be a solution if government, most of the time I talk about sincerity of people. Sometimes we ask ourselves, is it that the government is complicit or the securities are complicit? You say this is going to be a solution, and Nigerians sacrificed to ensure that they key into whatever is your plan. At the end of the day, matters are getting worse. And that is why sometimes I don't blame people when I hear them say government is complicit or the security are complicit. You understand? Because all of these programs you bring are not achieving the desired aim.
I'm still coming back to you. Gentleman Mike, after billions of naira spent on NIN, that's the enrollment of this national identification number, why is it still not fully integrated with banks, security platforms, and telecoms? Why?
Well, I think government official or people in that department should be speaking to Nigerians on why they've not been able to harmonize all this data. They have come up with all kinds of policies, trying to harmonize the data, trying to make people register, trying to get the biometrics of citizens and all of that. But at the end of the day, we have not benefited from all this trouble. As it were, it's as if they are just disturbing Nigerians. So whereas all this data ought to have been a platform for security agencies to make use of in terms of taking advantage of this data to ensure that even criminals, up to today, Michael, people that are kidnapped still make calls, and at the end of the day, they still get ransom. And sometimes they do get away with this. So you begin to wonder that what is the whole essence of the biometrics that was captured? What is the whole essence of getting this information down when they cannot be profitably used for security purpose? You begin to wonder. And just as my brother said, it seems that government is part of this game. It's beginning to look as if government also is not ready to get results, as it were. And I don't know what any government want to achieve with that. If we have taken our time to register on several platforms, including banks and all of that, for our biometrics to be captured, and we cannot take advantage of this to fish out criminals in a matter of minutes, and all of that. So one begin to wonder what we are doing. How long will it take us to put this data together and take advantage of technology in flushing out these bandits?
I believe under the I believe the terrorists should be traceable under the NIN-SIM policy. Technically traceable under the NIN-SIM policy. And these people are using phones. But does it mean that when the idea of enrollment or registration of name came up, these guys didn't register or what?
Mr. Mike, if you remember, there was
because they use phones on a daily.
Mr. Mike, let me cast your mind back. Let me cast your mind back to when MTN sent messages. Well, because I'm using MTN because I use MTN. Other network, when there were instructions to them by government that they should get people to get registered again. Do you remember that there was discovery of some already registered SIM? Do you remember that there was already registered SIM that you think is just ordinary SIM? No, it's already registered. So that means every of those registered SIM already, they have already been compromised. That means the people involved in this scheme, they have penetrated very, very sensitive institutions to make sure that everything that will make this terrorists to be identified, they have compromised it. If they are already registered SIM, of course, when you get your SIM, the first thing is that you must go and you must be registered by the network. But now, when I get a SIM that's been pre-registered with some fake information, fake identity. And it's already in the system. So these are the kind of SIM they make available to these terrorists. See, people doing this business, because are calling a business. Terrorism is a business in Nigeria. They have penetrated different sectors of the system of Nigeria, and they have held sway. Like my brother said, that government is accomplice in this matter. Yes. Otherwise, how could KB school were attacked just less than 30 minutes when a call was put to the army guiding the decision? We were told that the army guiding the decision received another, leave the place, and within the next 30 minutes, the terrorist storm, they adopted all the school children. That means so the people behind this thing, there are people in government or people outside the government who have a preconceived ideology of a particular agenda. And I tell you, Mr. Mike, I told you that one of the preconceived agenda is that a section country does not believe that all of us were equal as Nigerians. Some believe that, look, it must be them that must be on top. The rest of you must be under us. I tell you, that's the truth. Otherwise, what can when the president said that my loyalty, a certain president say my loyalty is to my fellow kinsmen of another country. We already said it to the Nigerians who are hearing. When the issue of why are you constructing rail for Nigeria to Bomadi in the Nigerian Republic? He said this. Say my loyalty is to them. They are Fulani of another country. So that means these are people who believe that, look, our loyalty is that we must be on top, and so they will do everything to compromise it. That's an agenda they are pursuing. Otherwise, that's what if you believe that Yoruba man, they are Nigerians with me, I must be loyal to them first. Then when you believe that, look, I'm loyal to your own tribe men across other countries, and I bring them in to come and execute a particular agenda for me, so that I can dominate the rest of the members of the country where I am, so I can be on top. That's the ideology of Ruga. It's all about settling Fulani community in every local community of Nigeria. So these are the ideology that's making them to be caught. They have penetrated every sector of the country, and they are answering this plan and making sure. So that's why you will not find them to be arrested. So the agenda of some section of the country that I must dominate, I must rule, I must subdue the rest. Otherwise, why do you find the same time killing in every community of Nigeria?
All right, I'm still coming back to you. Still on the matter of General Musa on database project and all of that. It's obvious that when it comes closer a bit, Mr. John, it's obvious that the NIN has not solved any identity management problem. It has not solved it. And if only it has not solved it, how can we trust General Musa's database project?
That is where the challenge lies. I do not know what the government will do.
Hope the same thing won't repeat itself.
You see,
I believe this initiative came up under the administration of Buhari.
It was Buhari. Musa Pantemi. You know, I suspected this NIN because I live here.
Under Jonathan.
Yes.
So how can we trust General Musa's database project?
You see, the government, it will take Nigerians many years to trust the government. Because these are people that have betrayed the people for many years. So we have built this notion in us that these governments are always against us. Whatever they will bring is, anti-people. So it will take them many years of sincerity, many years of doing the right thing, you understand, before we can now get to the place of where we can trust them. Now, if you listen to Senate President yesterday when Christopher walked in, he made a statement when Senator Sani Musa said Christopher should take a bow and leave. You understand? Senate President stood up and said it's not possible, he's not going to accept that because America is on their neck, Donald Trump is on their neck. So you can see, if not for the position of Donald Trump, what we are even seeing now, we would not have seen it. He said it clearly that Donald Trump is on their neck, which means Donald Trump is very interested in what is happening now. You understand? So I expect that the government, will deploy other strategies, or will also strengthen the already existing strategy that we structure that we have. The NIN can be strengthened. They can, begin to, because they can begin to now You know, if it means disconnect those ones that you think are not clear, they should go and register again. You understand? Those ones that are truly captured, we should have a kind of uniform database.
But is there any, what's Musa trying to say? Database? Is there any other database, idea?
I think because he also do not believe in what we have. What we have has failed us. We say he's going to do help in securing the country, but security issue is getting worse, so, which means he does not believe even the name.
And on this new initiative now, your government will be spending billions of
billions on a country. They will need to borrow more again. We will be more indebted as a result of this move.
Okay, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, in addition to what we're talking about, I think it also showed that the way we do things sometimes it seems we are not serious. Not that it seems. If you remember, my brother mentioned it earlier. Issa Pantami was a minister of communication and digital whatever between 2019 and 2023. He is a guy that has been fraternizing with terrorists.
Yes.
That is known to this nation. If you go and listen to some of his sermons from around 2000 thereabout, he has spoken openly in sympathizing with Boko Haram and some other terrorist groups that we have. And that is the same man that you deem fit to be in charge of your data system at a particular point in this country. So what more compromise you need than having such a man in the saddle of your database? So this man, I believe, is likely to have done a lot of damage to our data that will make it impossible to track some of these guys.
All right, Reps ask federal government to name sponsors of terrorism banditry. Should they force them to name them?
Mr. Mike, I've said something that
should they be forced?
They don't need to be forced. There should be a political will for you to do the right thing.
We've been on this for how many years? Name sponsors.
Yes, they don't. It's not that they don't have the names of the sponsors, but they have the political will to do it. Are they truly convinced? I must say these steps. See, the people we have in government now, they are people of full-time politicians that political consideration of any decision they will take. How well will it be politically well with me, or how worse this decision will be to me if I take this decision? People that I know is a 100% politically conscious person that any decision he will take must pass through political test first.
We'll consider it.
Yes. If I take this decision, what political laws will he agree to me? What political game will he agree to me? Mr. America said, anyone who is in power is not afraid of anybody. It's only person who stands up that are afraid. So Tinubu is not afraid of anybody. But the issue is that there are some constitutions that's helping him from taking the bull by the horn to be politically low. Courageous and be decisive. Number one, we know the particular threat that's responsible for this insecurity we are facing all over Nigeria. They don't have to call it, they don't have the political will. They don't have the capacity to say, confront them eye to eye, like the should do to Yoruba people now. It is to OPC now. OPC is a Yoruba organization now. The answer Gani Adams, I've been saying it, he told the Babalogun IG of police who is a Yoruba man, shoot aside of any OPC members. He arrested Gani Adams and locked him up and throw him in front of law. That's a man that has political will. Without minding whether Sato will not give him vote. But people will never do that. He is so politically conscious that, look, what will be the losses if I take this kind of step? That's what is happening to him. Otherwise, he has everything. Somebody will name chief of army staff. He is in control of all security agencies in Nigeria. They are on top of the table. So, because of political concentration of the losses or gain, it will amount to him. That's why he has able to do that. And I think the longer he continues to do that, the whole thing will be getting worse. He needs to borrow leave of what Obasanjo did when there was allegation that OPC was considered a security nuisance. Let's not correct. These people, name them, you know the threat that's responsible for this insecurity. Of course, it's Yoruba that's killing everybody.
Why does he not have the political will? Is he also among the people terrorizing the nation? I mean,
Well, yes. You see, it's a tradition in
maybe
this.
what's involved. We
I
don't know.
wouldn't know, well, you see, they say there's a saying that if you live in glass house, do not throw stone. You understand? So I can assure you, most of these people in the political class in Nigeria, they know themselves very well. They know atrocities that they have all committed. So, they are trading with care. You understand? That's one. Another angle is what Mr. Olajide said. He said we keep playing politics. Personal interest against national interest is what has been killing us over the years. You understand? And that is why I advocated that, if possible, let's review the constitution in a way that one term, 7 years. So that once you are done, 7 or 5 years, just go. No second term for you. You understand? In that way, I think this issue of this politicking that we keep seeing will reduce. You want to put governance more. You understand? And the needful is the president, exercising his political will. Be bold enough, especially in a time where consensus across all board are saying you have failed security-wise. You understand? These are bold steps you will take that will redeem your image. Listing the names of the financier of terrorists, I tell you, would have solved the problem like 50%, because you now the sources will be blocked, the financiers will be arrested. It will serve as deterrent as well. You understand? That is what I expect to see.
If they can't leave, they can't name them. Maybe the US should come and help us.
You see, Mr. Mike, if you don't listen to me.
What do you think?
I remember, I think it was this week that when they were preparing President Obama that
If you have the information,
US only use it for their own personal interest. It says that if you want to come in, you just come with the intelligence they have got to come in for their own
why are
intervention.
you always saying personal interest?
No, well, I no, see, any country has its own. This president Ransom always say America first, America first. Yeah. So that does not mean that because it's coming to Nigeria, they don't have in their own interest. What I'm trying to say is that they use for their own personal intervention interest. They want to come and do in Nigeria. Let us share the intelligence with us. That intervention they will come and do in Nigeria. Maybe they come in by direct bombardment or through drone or through collaboration. They prefer to hold that intelligence to themselves.
Are you aware that he has issued visa ban on Nigerians?
Of course, yes, of course. Yeah. That's what we are doing.
You used to see this as a
exactly.
Can I talk? Okay, let me talk. Are you still seeing this as a political move or a genuine measures to combating insurgency in Nigeria?
It's one of the good steps to combat insurgency. That's the point I'm trying to say, that instead of sharing that people with government, you see, they just acted on it on their own. They shared intelligence with Nigerian people respond terrorists. They didn't do that. They just placed the ban on them by their own action. Without sharing that intelligence with Nigeria, these are the people we know. And that's terrorism. That's what I'm explaining. That's those intelligence they have. They want to use it for their own personal intervention action on Nigeria. Let us share it with Nigeria, because Nigeria will mess it up. They will expose it. The military will expose it to their people. People will run away. So they want to hold that intelligence to their own personal self. For intervention to come in, like this one of the intervention now, they ban them. Why do they share those names with Nigerian intelligence? But Nigerian intelligence will mess it up. They will pass on to the Boko Haram people. So US knows this fact that there's level of intelligence you cannot share with Nigeria. If they do that, Nigeria will mess it up. Not because they don't want to work, but the most in Nigeria military and the government will expose it to the atrocities who are considered atrocities. That's why that intelligence they want to use it for their own personal intervention action on Nigeria, like the one they have just done now, that placed a ban on Nigeria who are doing the terrorism,
who are financing
it. Instead of sharing the intelligence with Nigerians, so Nigeria will act. But if they do that like that, Nigeria will expose it. So that's what I'm trying to say. So let Nigerians, Nigerian authorities, they told reservations that they will not outsource Nigerian security to foreign countries. Yes, if they have the capacity of doing it, and they have the capacity of doing it, before the program started this morning, where we get idea, we are sharing one or two things that it was this one was telling us, okay, it was this one. They said in his state, people have amassed themselves now to security network in their area, in their community. They are now patrolling their community very well. That means we can do this thing. If government encourages, civilians, inhabitants of different communities, Mr. Mike, if people remember, I encourage to man security of this Oba, the people in Ojodu, Nifako, Agege. Then tell me where we terrorists pass through to go and commit atrocities. Government has not been doing that. They make us to rely on police, army. They use the millions of Nigerians in our community, helpless, those are inactive.
All right, is the gentleman, is the visa ban on terrorism, financiers, informants a genuine security measure?
Well, I think the news I saw is not about terrorism per se. I think it's about those anti-Christian, those that are pushing for anti-Christian measures. I think those are the people America is looking in that direction now. I don't think they have even enforced the ban yet. But they are speaking along that line. That might happen. They will not really face those guys that are involved in terrorism. But for me, I think it is still very unfortunate that the narrative is still about naming or prosecuting. We are still dragging about taking that step, and I don't know what government want to achieve with this food dragging. The pace I expect from our government is not what I'm seeing at the moment, and it's unfortunate that we also talked about political will. Will is more important than people's lives. People are being killed in their country. People are living in IDP in their own nation, and somebody is still talking about political will of Mr. President not coming to bear. So if you don't have political will to do the right thing, what are you doing in that office? I think it's high time that we tell Mr. President that if indeed he cannot fulfill what is in section 14, subsection 2 of our constitution, that the security and the well-being of the people shall be the primary responsibility of government, he should leave the stage. I mean, being a president shouldn't be a do or die affair. If you are not going to fulfill this primary obligation of ensuring that the lives of Nigerians are safe, you don't have business in that Nassau Rock. And I think Mr. President should consider that option as well, among several other options that he's already looking at, that if indeed I won't have the political will to address this issue frontally, then I should be thinking of exiting the stage, Michael.
I thank you, just Mike. We appreciate your contributions. All right, let me go with the comment section. Benga George, were people not praying in church when they were killed? Keep deceiving yourself. Their God told them to buy you Christian, you will kneel and pray. All right, we move on to there's a Chima. Good morning, you're welcome. Michael, don't rule out the name of Tinubu from that list of terror sponsors. This man and Buhari went overboard in attacking Jonathan with everything to grab power.
Yes.
Mookie Great says, if I didn't believe in your evil tribalism ideology, makes me a bad or fake prayer warrior. So be it. You don't know me. Is this platform that gave opportunity? Okay, I think there are banters going on there. Exchange of words. Okay, I moved on to Ejiofor, and it says, I hope Gumi, Sultan, Yarima Shetima, and Matawale and other involved in the visa ban, not only to America but including his allies. We moved on to Benga George again. Tinubu should call these terrorist sponsors to give up. He knows them. The visit him at his office, else the political ambition is trying to save. We will lose it. Trump is not joking. Yeah, he's not joking at all. We moved on to Tunde Okafor, and he's saying that Tinubu brought these horrible calamities upon Nigerians by Buhari.
Yes.
Gladys Oyabo says they are busy settling deals with terrorists, but busy condemning innocent people. Mike, from Buhari in Daura to Niger border, is just 4 kilometers. I work there. If you see the numbers of people coming into Nigeria through this border, it's very worrisome. This is coming from Gowon, Abdo. Porous borders.
I said it now. When people who are in government are allied to people of the ethnic nationalities other than their Nigerians, you know, that's the country that has really compromised their security. The man at the highest level of office, highest level of authority, president commander in chief, tell us that I'm alliances to my fellow Fulani men across Nigeria communities to across border to the foreign country. Then other Nigerians, you know already. And you see how because they Buhari pursue Ruga agenda. settling Fulani in every community of Nigeria until they were stubbornly resisted by states saying no open grazing. When he lost that one, he came out to water resources bill again. Water resources bill, you remember, after we got failed, the next was water resources bill. Yeah. When that one failed, in the 9 days of the regime, he was not talking of grazing route from Kano, from everywhere, to all parts of the south, of both left and right, kilometers of land. You see, how about you instantly fought to ensure Fulani agenda of Nigeria. So when you have some people, they have compromised every system of security you can name of. That's why you see terrorists, in spite of meaning that Buhari brought, failed. You couldn't capture the data of any terrorist in Nigeria. You see them on TikTok everywhere, making phone calls. Yes, Buhari told us name will capture, arrest all these things. It's a failed. So because you have people of a particular agenda in government who does not believe in unity of Nigeria, they don't believe all of us are equal. No. The ideology of Nigeria they have is a conquest of that. I am number one, the rest of you are number 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I must be on top of you by all means. That's what we are expressing. Nobody can tell me what represents one part of where we are right now. And until we have somebody who can crush this evil agenda and bring about equality status to every Nigerian, that's when we will see changes. I'm surprised Tinubu that it doesn't have political will. He has opposition of nearly killing this thing finally.
All right.
But it doesn't do that.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you so much. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mike, for having me. Let it not be a form of a discourtesy without greeting some persons who have stood firm with this platform. I want to say in no particular order. So, Mrs. Clara, she has always been somebody who has always given it all to this platform, and Madam Tina. And we have to say, because we need to be gender sensitive, because we have always been celebrating the male, then forgetting that the female too, they are always there. They are the Amazon of this platform. They've always remained very, very supportive of this platform and the crew members. I want to say good morning to you all. And other people in the diaspora who have remained anonymous and who have also remained kind of an important core in keeping us standing on city stand. I say good morning to you all. Thank you for being there. Udeze Chima, I greet you. Every other person, Mugi Great, Big T, and everywhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Michael, for having me. And I say good morning to all our people across the globe. We say may God continue to be with you. Welcome.
All right, on the front page of Vanguard newspaper, U.S. issues visa ban on Nigerians involved in anti-Christian violence, and we have it on one of our dailies here again. Trump's government announces visa ban for terrorism, financiers, supporters, others. Now, let me read the story, the report. The administration of President Donald Trump has announced visa restrictions targeting Nigerians involved in funding or supporting genocide against Christians in the country. Nigerians involved in funding or supporting genocide against Christians, that's terrorism. United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio made the announcements in a post on his official X account on Wednesday, Twitter. According to the post, the visa policy applies to Nigeria as well as other governments or individuals implicated in the alleged massacre of Nigerian Christians. He wrote, the United States is taking a decisive action in response to the atrocities and violence against Christians in Nigeria and around the world. Now,
Mr. Michael, this report is go far. If they are going to implement it fully, that means there are so many people that will be denied visa, and that will be affected because majority of them immediately America, you see their response. There's nothing like a Christian genocide. There's not. Almost everybody that speak against what America said that time, almost all of them involved is sponsoring terrorism in this country. Almost everybody in that circle of Tinubu involved themselves in terrorism. Terrorist apologetic. That's what they do every day. So if America truly want to implement this thing, okay, it will go far. Which I doubt it that it does the tension, because majority of them, they are not even fan of America. Somebody like so Gumi, we don't know. We want to travel now. We not go to America. You know where to go to. It's either you go to Dubai, or you go to Saudi Arabia, or you go to some of these their terrorist ally. So if America ban them, of course, except America want to really deal with them, if they have an ally like United Arab Emirates, they are ally of America. If they can do it in that way, that all ally of America, they deny them go there. But I don't think United States of America will want to do it. You see that UK self, they are also friends of terrorists. Yes, that United Kingdom that you are looking at, they don't know. You see, UK has allowed terrorism to grow for a long time. They opened their hands. Only what UK knows about money, Arab money. They opened their hand for them, like that their interest. And go and look at it. It's until you now. UK also, okay, if you look at Buhari will not want to travel and go to US. You will either you go to UK or you go to France. That's where Buhari go to. I'm not sure Buhari has anything special to do in United States of America. They know themselves. They know who are their friends. They know who welcome them. Likewise, if not that, although Tinubu is a versatile somebody, he has connection in France, in UK, and since he has case in America, he has distanced himself. So, deny them visa is a step, but I don't think it will give America the result of what they want. Some of them, they can easily say they are not going to America. We can go anywhere else. We can go to France. We can go to all these countries that they call like UK, United Arab Emirates, and the rest of them. But it's a good decision. It's better to take a decision than not to take at all. At least take action. Take action. Maybe that one will go a bit.
All right, U.S. rep on Trump's visa ban for terrorism financial supporters says it's a good step. Moore said the visa restriction for Nigerians supporting or aiding terrorism in the country is a good first step. Now, first step. Yeah. Why is America or the U.S. focusing on Christian genocide alone? This is something that is affecting the whole country. Even the Muslims are also being killed, also being attacked on a daily basis.
You see, when you look at this matter, why would an outsider know where your hidden pot is kept? First of all, if Trump knows that there are sponsors of the terrorism activities in Nigeria, then the government that is serving us cannot really feed them out. Does it not make a mockery of their exercise? And in order to affirm what the U.S. Congressman has said, I think visa ban is a first step in the right direction, because nobody till now could tell how all these people amass their weapons. The weapon they have in their armory now is a modern weapon meant for warfare. Then you see some kind of outlaws, all these terrorists having those weapons are going to unleash their devious act on the Nigerian citizen. And when you look at everything that is going on, you will see that terrorism, the federal government, all this while has not been able to muster that political will in coming out to say, okay, who are these people? Who are their sponsors? And most of the people that were arrested by federal government, what they found on them were foreign currency. Are we spending foreign currency in Nigeria? First of all. And secondly, who gave them those monies and those weapons that they use in committing their murderous act? These are some salient questions that needed to be asked by any sensible government that is really serious in tackling this terrorism problem. You see, and I want to believe that what the US has done in this regard is good, because left for Nigeria alone, this was a country that said that they are on top of the game. They're giving a marching order. Up to now, nothing concrete has really come forth. And for whenever Trump sneezes over there, Nigeria catches cold. And I believe that all what is playing out now is as a result of US government having concern about what is really happening in Nigeria. And I want to believe, though, there is no foreign here that does not have its own advantages and disadvantages. Even so, people might say that America, they have their own vested interest in our natural resources. But I want to believe on what uses our natural resources. We are already living in this confinement that is not of benefit to everybody. Then if they come and do the needful, even where there is peace, business will thrive. And I believe that every props of governmental business rested on adequate security, giving an enablement, a template for businesses to thrive and for people to live happily. I want to rest on that.
I think why you ask why do they really concentrate on Christians, on the Christian genocide? Of course, Muslims are also killed.
The whole Nigeria has been affected.
Yes.
So why the focus on Christian genocide?
Let me tell you. First of all, there is no country that is 100%, free from violence or insecurity. 100%. There are some. You can say some are maybe like 90-something%, because Google it, you see some peaceful countries around the world that their police, they are even idle, nobody to arrest, nothing. They are prison. There are some country where you cannot even, they are prison, nobody is there. Now, coming to Nigeria, we have different, fashion of insecurity. First, the most popular one is terrorism in the northeast. That one has started since 2015. Another fashion is concentrating on Christian, killing people in the Christian dominated area. Now, if there is a problem that we wear so many garments, a particular color will attract you. A particular aspect of, as you stand now, Mr. Michael, let people come and comment about you. Maybe your clothes, maybe your face, maybe the way you even talk. So people pick interest from different angles. And I've said it here that if America pick Nigeria problem from angle of Christian genocide, so be it. I don't have problem with that one. Is there no Christian genocide? The answer is yes, because
being financed by
some people, yes, because a place, highly populated by Christian, has been constantly attacked. So we have so many, different angle, different fashion of insecurity. Some people base their own on the general terrorism. Some people base their own, they say, of course, you are bandits. They just want to kidnap you, collect ransom.
And they are all terrorists.
They are all terrorists. They just
bandits,
somebody that bring gun to kidnap you.
They are all terrorists.
Okay. The so-called Boko Haram also kidnap. So it's the same model.
Collect ransom.
Collect ransom. So it's the same model operandi. So what I'm trying to say is that if America pick it from angle of you are killing Christian, I don't have problem with that one. I don't have problem. Okay, ask me, who is killing? Okay, if Muslims are being killed, who are the people that are killing Muslims? Okay. Is it the Christian? No, it's not Christian group that are killing the Muslims. So if Muslims kill Muslims, maybe they don't have problem with that. You can sort yourself out. But
don't kill Christians.
Don't concentrate on killing Christians in the name of we have insecurity. And this matter, I see it as a matter of maybe when you are being drenched, you can also be on your body. You take the advantage. There is insecurity now. There is war now. Let's people concentrate on the Christian too. Let's give them. You see, the only Muslim we'll be killing. Let's go and use our home to affect the Christian dominated area too, and make sure that, of course, all these things, if you put it together, they have one common goal. They want to create an Islamic state ruled by a Sharia, law. And what do they have to do? Even the Christian dominated area, they have to make sure that they eliminate them, and the one that remain in that corridor, silence them. That's why they started in Southern Kaduna, the Christian dominated area. Make sure that you terrorize them, silence them. So I don't have problem in America choosing, any angle.
Several occasions, Nigerians have demanded accountability on the names of these terrorism financiers. Like we have it here in front of let's ask federal government to name sponsors of terrorism banditry. What is holding the federal government? What's delaying them? You have this list, you have these names. Why not, make them public? Let us know. Why? What's holding the
You
government?
see, I did mention on this platform several days back that going to a political office in Nigeria, there are some unseen treaties which you and I are not privy to. And those unseen treaties wouldn't have been all connected with this terrorism group. Because they will tell you that you want to get there. What is our own take? That is what is playing out. Because I don't see why federal government cannot come out and say in clearer terms who the sponsors of all this, who were their sponsors. Who are their sponsors? They will coming out and tell the citizenry or coming to the public. I believe that governmental business is a social contract. They are not there for themselves. They are there to serve the people. And people's problems should be at the center focus or foci of their governmental business. And I want to believe that whenever all these things comes into the fore, she'll be able to draw that political will in coming out to say it the way it is, not trying to play politics cheaply. For crying out loud, people are being killed on a daily basis. And if government now behave as if that she's not listening, then it becomes so worrisome. And what use are you there when you say you want to steer the ship of this country and you are not doing the right elementary demand that of governmental business? Does it not show that that government is clueless? All this while, a colleague of mine, a crew member on this city platform, did mention that for a drowning man, you don't want to know who is. You don't care who is pulling you out of that problematic state. Either it's a Fulani man or it's a Kanuri man or a Yoruba man. All he needs is rescue. All this while, government has, maybe as a result of ego, they have not been able to raise a happy hand to other countries of the world where things have been done rightly. And they keep on telling us that we are on top of the game, we have given a machine order, we have done this, we have done that. A lot of semantics. And still it's not yielding results. Until Trump now decided, okay, now it's high time I have to talk. This thing has gone it has gone too long. And this thing needs to be checked. Otherwise, it will fester to some other countries that are also practicing the same religion as we have. And thank God he is already taking action. That's why we begin to see a kind of a seeming posture of contending this other monster headlong.
All right, let me still move on with what Rep. Moore said in a post on his he welcomed the new visa policy targeted against perpetrators of violence against Christians in Nigeria. The lawmaker declared that through the visa policy, accountability is coming to the Islamic extremists and their sympathizers. According to the post, this is a good first step. Wow. Yeah. My question is, why is the US government taking lead on accountability? Why the Nigerian government remains passive on the issue of terrorism financing?
It is obvious. Let me tell you. You are asking why are they not released the list? Do you know the name that is on the list?
They are taking the US government is taking the lead.
That's what I'm coming.
Has refused.
I'm coming. They will refuse. It's obvious. You are asking why is that name not published? Do you know the list? Do you know the name that are on the list? According to what we hear, about 400. There are some names. If the mention is in that place, you will open your mouth. You will not be able to close it. They are the people that form your government. So they will want to recover it. An America that doesn't have anything to gain in it. This government will want to benefit, keep banking from their terrorism. Frolicking with terrorism. They will want to benefit from it. As simple as that. That's how I see it. And they have made it so difficult in this country to the extent that if you don't romance them, you will not become president. Who is your supposed best candidate now? If you want to, you will say Obi. Obi went to their place. You sit down on the ground like this. Eat with alimentary. It's part of. That's the beginning. Eat with alimentary. You are not ready to flood him with all these terrorists. Okay, you may not become Nigeria president. They are the one that will first of all anoint you. It's not these people, the sponsor of terrorists. They are the one that compose. I mean, they are the one that you find in the corridor of power. From name it, they are their friends. They know them. They know themselves. Not them. So that is exactly what is happening. Nigeria government is benefiting from it. Maybe they are also part of people that are even sympathizing with them. Because how can you describe a country where a terrorist will be arrested and within some few months they will say they de-radicalize them, bring them back into Nigeria? That is stupidity. And we are hearing news of, I mean, a situation where some of these repentant Boko Haram give information to their former ally and it led to the defeat of our Nigeria army. Yet, you still continue doing it. You still say some people are being repented, de-radicalize them. And some people are still coming out to solicit for them that we should be giving them budget, that we should be including their own budget in our budget, that this budget, like you want to create the ministry of a banditry, like we have ministry of Niger Delta. That is what the northerner, that's what the northerner want. That is their agenda. And we don't have a southern president that will have enough courage to confront them that this thing cannot work. You cannot be compare a bandit with IPOP or compare bandit with people of Niger Delta. Very, very unfortunate. So I'm not surprised that Nigeria government want to be covered and US will rise up.
Mr. Vincent, the Nigerian authorities have remained passive about terrorism financing. For some time, they've been keeping mum. But we have another country, the foreign power, taking the lead on accountability.
You see,
why is it so? Are we really serious in fighting this crisis?
There's a maxim that says he who must come to equity must come with a clean hand. And I also want to add to that in Yoruba Palace. You see, all of them, I don't think they all have one thing or the other in terms of passing through the moral compass. I want to believe that you cannot use an illegality to also track an illegality. You must be on legal ground to be able to see who is on the other side. If justice can be served. And moreover, when you look at what has been playing out, it's like if anybody should spill the bean, you will see that by spilling the bean, you have many other beans attached to it. That is why you see that most of the government people, most of the people in government, they are underground, playing their dirty game. Is also using, I did mention on this platform, terrorism, apart from oil, I don't think there's any other, if not even, it must have surpassed oil now. It's the most lucrative business now in the entire world. And I started to be corrected, it was not so. But when you look at what is playing out now, you will see that terrorism has gained so much momentum to the extent that people no longer care about life. They kill to survive. Just like somebody that is also engaged in ritual killing in order to have money. That's the way terrorism is. You can liken the two together. And for Nigeria government not to have that uptake in their resolve to, confront this idler-headed monster called terrorism, you should know that they themselves have their hands soiled. That is why they have not been able. Because I want to tell you that if US government is coming to say, okay, they want to see to it, they also have to demand some kind of elementary demand from government. Because a bird cannot fly with only one hand, only two hands. They must have the equal momentum. And if US sees that, US might go united in this resolve in fighting this terrorism act. And Nigeria might be the one.
All right, to the comment section, Baba Yaga says, but Mike, wait, we know Shetima name will be there. But what if Bola Ahmed Tinubu and get inside the sponsors list?
I've just answered it, Baba Yaga. I said, you must come to equity, must come with clean hands. And I said, you see, all of them, at one point or the other, they've all engaged in one dirty things. So they have soiled their hands. So it's like you cannot use illegality to also bring out an illegality.
And it says this man brought a Muslim ticket in a secular country, for God's sake, as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes, this is somebody that once said that he will not support the same faith ticket.
Yes.
All of a sudden, the same faith ticket is now being, he adopted it and telling us that what can we do? Because at times when I keep on telling people that Nigerian lives doesn't matter to them, the so-called elite, they believe that whatever they do, they can sell any dummy to us and they will all swallow it, hook, line, and sinker.
And he says, that's Udoze Chima says, Shetima, your current vice president is a well-known sympathizer of Boko Haram, but is your vice president
That is what I said.
Country of particular concern?
That's why I say, what do you know the name that is on that list? That's why they will not expose it to you.
The designation really fits us as a nation.
Okay, but in the first place, who compiled the list? The list was not emanated from Nigeria. It was United Arab Emirates. UAE. We that we are in Nigeria, we can't compile the list. They help us to compile the list. We still went ahead to hide the list.
I saw one list a few days ago. I don't know if that's a new one.
Oh,
bro, they change operator.
They are part of it. They are part of it. But by the time they drill them, they will mention names.
Mike, I want to say one thing.
We didn't see names. They are just I think they are trying to cover something.
Something very instructive. You know, I want to just tie one thing to this. You know, before the now, we were being told we should do BVN. Then later they came up with NIN. And I want to believe that those schemes are meant to somehow source whatever, track or trace whatever, what I would call phony money that comes into the system. And up to the now, we have not seen anybody being arrested. I haven't brought any kind of phony money or hush money, as the case may be, into the system. And you begin to wonder. Now, they are also putting another idea. The TIN, tax identification number. And they said they want to start using it to track money. You see, why would I don't even understand. Why would we as a nation continue to filter away our hard-earned resources on something, on some project that doesn't deliver? Because by now, I would have expected that the NIN and BVN would have given us some kind of a chunk amount of information that regards all the activities of the Terrorism Act. Now they are bringing another thing. Then you begin to wonder, are they really serious at all?
They are not.
All right, Andrew Gujumi says, Femi always says bitter truth. We move down to Bayaga. Honestly, Femi, there are names we will hear and Nigeria will finally scatter.
Yes.
You know, let me tell you one thing. We have missed it for a very long time. These people, they know what they do. You see this northern, maybe Fulani, this people, they are planting their soldier in this place. Go and look at it. If you want to mention like 10 billionaires from South, you will see that they are one way or the other connected to the retired general from North.
Yes.
You know how many billionaires IBB made in this place? Some of them even came out when it was launching that 30 of us IBB colors give them certificates for bank, certificates for oil, and they're planting them here. Majority of them, they will be paying allegiance to somebody that make them. You Ojuso Kalu, who make Ojuso Kalu? James Ibori, who make James Ibori? Go and look at them, all of them that are doing like this. But you just remember, maybe you have forgotten, when this man, Obi Kubana, went ahead to name them, Kashim Shetima, you are not a politician. You are not. We don't even know what is happening. So they are planted. Typical example was how they wanted to use Aketola to cause trouble in Southwest here. It has been long. That is how they usually do. So we are in a very, very serious trouble from out in this part of our world.
All right, a well-known terrorist commander was caught in Shetima's residence when he was the governor of Borno State.
Nobody has question. Even of recent, Sheikh Gumi, the so-called Islamic cleric, was returned from Saudi Arabia. And federal government of the United did not ask why was he returned. No. And you begin to wonder what kind of a country are we even operating?
It says let's be positive for once, not damaging the reputation of the country.
Yes, the reputation.
We all understand what is going on, and God will set all our people free.
He's not we have heard. You yourself.
Where is that reputation?
Which reputation?
the position you produce to clothe in
Protect your identity.
Protect your identity. Protection that has already been open to the entire world. You know that we live in a global setting.
Oh my
Anything
God.
that happens in any area in this country, in far away China.
Why they kidnap people in the church? Openly like this.
For crying out loud, we want to set a nation on the right track. That is why we continue to speak truth power. We is maybe trying to do a kind of maybe just criticize for criticizing's sake. We want a nation that is running. This country is very, very rich in terms of resources, and the citizens are living below $1. And you say there is a reputation.
I don't understand what Muki Great is saying. This is coming from Baba Yaga. Muki, then tell us the positives in 5 comments. Can't you see the country is falling apart? Look beyond your tribal nose, for God's sake. And Muki Great has responded. And what is he saying? Baba Yaga, I learned that you live in the United States of America. Collect my number from Michael Adekunle and let's rub minds together.
Rub mind. You can be an ambassador. You see what I'm trying to say? When people say, hey, appointed an objective ambassador, objective that will be able to say something contrary to what is happening on ground. We are telling you what is happening on ground, what we can see. People are being kidnapped every day. People are being killed. The economy is not, people are not smiling. And you, what reputation, which rub mind?
Let me remind you that Ransom denied Christian genocide. Should we go ahead and make him an ambassador as you supported for God's sake, Femi?
You people, you still
talking about Nigeria. I love my country. That's what Udese Chima is saying.
Let me tell Udese Chima what I mean. What I'm saying that Tinubu will appoint. I don't know how to
represent where in Jambu something.
Yes, let me just head of a feather flock together. I think that's what I'm saying. Head of a feather. So let me tell you, Tinubu, those are the people that Tinubu will appoint. What do you expect? I said it's not that this man is perfect, but that is what Tinubu wants. That is somebody that can do the kind of job Tinubu wants. I told you that this man is not that is objective or he has any integrity, but if you want to change his mind, if you say A today, you will say that A very well, and if you want to turn to B tomorrow, you will say that B very well. It suits Tinubu now. Is the government? Is that government doesn't suit Tinubu?
All right, Baba Yaga has responded to Muki this morning, and he said, "I am in the UK, not USA. You can fly down to the UK.
Oh my God!
Together." Muki has responded by saying, "No, come to the United States of America. I will pay for your."
Oh my! Just to rub mine.
Just to rub mine.
That is why we continue to say that our platform here is also a place whereby Citizen is a platform whereby there's cross fertilization of ideas. And I'm even very happy that Mr. Muki Great has also sought somebody he can also have a job with. I think that is what life is all about. But nobody should live in isolation. We need to come together and rub minds and see how we can help in nation building.
It's like Odese Chima, I don't understand me. If I see, let me tell you, I don't have any script written on any topic. Immediately you ask me a question, the way I see it, that's how we say it. That is my issue. The other day when I was talking about Monday of Pablo, you see, the only what I can see there, I say it. I said, the man, even when you complain about dress, I said, me too, when I look at that dress, I don't even know that Monday of Pablo is as dark as that. In fact, it's darker than very dark man. He now went ahead to use black shade. I said, oh my God. But when I listen to some of the key points, he said, it's amazing. And I need to clarify it that, is it true that Obaseki road that lead to Obaseki home community was not tar? Is the one that want to do it now, that is going to do it, that he has started work on it. Is that, those are the facts that I listen to and I try to pick it out and I've asked questions about it and they say it's yes. So when I see black, I call it black. If I see white, I call it black. That is tomorrow, if you say something that I don't feel true about Tinubu, I may say, yeah, well, Tinubu is a bad person, but in this regard, this is how I see it. Or concerning that one, Reno Makri, fit Tinubu, he fits him. They are bed of a feather.
All right, Chima says, Mr. Temitayo, we have had politicians in Nigeria, but the worst thing that happened to Nigeria is bad citizens. Wow.
And because of the docility of Nigerians, because most of the things that that are being dished to us as citizens by this government, if it were to be, if a quarter or a third of it cannot be done in an Arab world, you will recall, I did mention on this platform, when there was social unrest in Egypt during the reigns of Hosni Mubarak, you can see how people gathered at Tahrir Square, and even in defiance of machine guns and what have you, and to the extent that Hosni Mubarak was ousted out of power, because that is where you say sovereignty belongs to the people. Nigeria is a different case. Sovereignty resides in people. It's only an armchair terrorization that claims so. That is why I say that that's why the President of Nigeria is fearsome and is very, very worrisome.
Can I just make a little comment about it? Let me tell you, what we are facing, there's nothing called maybe our leader. Are they imported? Do we import our leader? No. Or some of not some. All of this our leader, they have once been like me and you. Oshiomhole was once a tailor in a factory, then human rights activist. Before he became governor, we were told that Ambode was once living in a one room with his mother. Donata once told us that he once been a student without shoe. He served in Noto. So you see this corridor that we are talking, a corridor of power and leadership, is a reflection of who we are in this country. It's a mirror. We are the one that contribute. All these people, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, they are the one become senator. My brother, your brother, they are the one become Christopher Musa. They are the one become councillor, become chairman. Before you got the representative, they fight the same at the corridor of power. This is how they start. So it's not that we import them. So Nigeria system of government and the way we is a reflection of our society. Yeah, you contribute, all of us, to contribute towards what we are seeing at top.
All right, let me read this before you go. Ejiofor Praise says stolen crown syndrome. Tinubu will have no peace because he stole the stool he's sitting.
And that is his own perspective. Yes. I believe that he has his right to show vengeance, anger on any matter because he's under his ambit. And I believe that he's just expressing his own concern.
Unfortunately, this thing, the way you feel, Tinubu don't feel like that. So let me tell you, if you think that place is bothersome to Tinubu, the answer is no. The man don't care. That man called Tinubu, he has bought people that we used to for 2027 election. If you think that man anything, he care, he didn't care. All this to him, 2023 election is free. In fact, we prove to you that somebody said he can swear that 2023 election was free and fair. So that's life for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Good morning to you, Musa.
Yeah.
Good.
Good morning, Mike. Good to be here. Thank God for life.
Welcome, sir.
You're welcome, Mr.
Adekunle Mike.
The good Lord be with you and protect you and our results. And I want to use this to thank our great woman, Mrs. Sukrara. May good Lord bless you and strengthen you for the render helping our citizens. And also the great woman, Tina. And the great men, which there are many, which I cannot mention a lot of my name. May good Lord protect you people and guide me. Thank you.
Kule, let us quickly look at what the right is telling the federal government to do. Name sponsors of terrorism, banditry in the country. Publish them. Let make it public for Nigerians. Why is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu refusing to name the sponsors of terrorism and banditry in Nigeria? Is he among the high-profile sponsors of this terrorism and banditry in the country? I'm just careful with my words.
I think this is the second, if you can revert back, this is the second list that Dubai, right, have published about the sponsors of these bandits, the sponsors of the Boko Haram, the bus sponsors of Lakurua, and the Dubai under the government of Buhari, late Buhari, President Buhari. They mentioned that same list. They brought up that same list, which Malami was aware of the list, and he said they are going to give them secret trial. And when I heard that secret trial, I lost faith. And there's a new list coming up now again, that's come up now again. I think the president, our president now, what he needs now, he needs to be more aggressive with these people. The Dubai has done their needful for the president. Then let the president now start from there and do the needful. And I can tell you what I have in my mind is all these guys, when they get there, when the sponsor are, they need a firing squad. A firing squad. They will go, and I think if we still have what's it called, Babish in Lagos here, they take them to Babish and let all the citizens come and name shame them and shame them, because they've killed a lot of women, they kill a lot of souls, and they don't deserve any apology as it is, because Nigerian life matters. Nigerian life matter. So to me, it's a welcome development for the Dubai people, and blessing. I can say the way the Dubai has been giving us intelligent reports, I think are so much in love with it, and God bless the Sheikh of Dubai. God bless him, and I can say wholeheartedly, it's now left for our president to be more aggressive now as it is. It's to be more pro-aggressive if possible, and to swing into action.
Why are they joking with the list?
Oh, it's that's the pressure we have.
Are they playing politics?
That is the pressure we have to, put them on now. That is the pressure we have to put the president on. Nigerian life matters, and Nigerian citizens' life matters. So the president, we want to see the sponsors of the killers of Nigerians. So please let us have the list. If you can't have a justice for them against them, we will do the justice ourselves. We can start stoning them. We can start. We can go back to the Arab.
When you don't know their names.
That's what I'm saying. That they should open up the list for us, we citizens, to know, so that we can embark on any reprisal we need to do, because a lot of life has been lost. It's not going to be. But when they were killing, you didn't call it as extrajudiciary killing, and when you kill them, I will not want to swear. I don't want to swear for any bandits. I don't want to swear.
It's about this releasing of the list. Okay. See, they always release the list for us. But what is the government doing about the list? What if they want to name the name of those people in the list and they become the government in the list? I don't know what will happen. Please, if the American will come to help us without taking any other mistake with our government, because all these things, they are personal information for them to go and recruit themselves. Let them stop releasing that risk and come and take action by themselves. Because releasing this risk now, we are giving them information. Some people, we hear that some people are dying. You will see posts everywhere. So how will you go and arrest somebody that died? You already gone. Let them come in and come with action, with their own action, and let us see them and see their face. We are crying. It has never happened to me, and I believe that it will not happen to me. But when you see tears of a man, you know that something is happening to him. I see the tears of people. I'm not happy.
Thank you so much. All right. Suma, the list is what we want in the country. And the government has refused to open up to us. What's really the problem? The Chima says, Michael, don't be surprised that they will put Obi, Atiku, and all opposition in the list. It's not possible. So anything can happen in Nigeria now.
But mind you, the list is coming from Dubai, so Dubai will not play game, will not play politics with the list they have in their hand.
The one we saw recently is that one from Dubai.
Which one is
that? Was not from Dubai now.
That was not. You know, the shocker is that those some of the politicians that we have in mind, there is no all the solicitors and the rest of them. Their name on the list, it won't be new to us. But the one that will be a shocker to the Nigerian people, for majority of Nigerian people, are the religious leaders, that their name will be included in that very list.
Mookie Great says, Michael, we have the real names here. You'll be shocked if I forward it to you. Oh, forward it to me. Let us break the news here. Let us break it here.
So we have some of the political religious leaders that some persons are looking up to.
Mookie says that person is in the list. All right, it's not coming from my mouth. You can go to the comment section to see it. That person is in the list.
Let's name shame them.
We can't do that.
We need to do that.
The list.
If it was Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if you mentioned.
Yes. So be it.
Nothing.
No, so be it. But I don't think the president will be able to. Will want to just diminish himself. He will want to diminish his government himself. So I don't think the president will want to do that on his own, to use his hand to destroy his government.
There's a name I'm seeing.
What are the names? Mr. Are you sure it's not social media's name?
Mr. Kule, what do you know? Let us accept the truth. Come to all these things that is happening in Nigeria. A lot of them in government, they're inside. That one that sponsored those boys. So we cannot say that they're not the sponsor. They're the one. That's why government keeps silent. That's why the government, the president cannot mention their name. And the president, as you said, he is among of them. So he cannot mention them. Let me just say something. You said that, but I said if the president is
that is your if. That is if. Let the if now come to the reality. Let the if now come to the reality.
This thing that's coming up have already divided Nigeria. Let us say ourselves the truth. Since they started this from Buhari regime, let me say from APC regime up to now, have they mentioned any of them? No one. Well, killing is going on. Both Muslim, both Christian. Killing is going around Nigeria.
Wait, average Nigerians. Sorry to say this. Average Nigerians is a demonic person.
Situation we are facing here. See, let us be frank with ourselves. See, a spider say, call a spider a spider. See, the reality of ground. We are Nigeria. Yeah, we are Nigeria. Okay, now so Buhari was just a president. Okay, I don't die now. Okay, how long? Buhari, in the Buhari time, we were aware, according to your statement and what I believe, say some name were discovered here. Okay, one last stop Malamia Buhari. Okay, now they have gone. Now a lion came in the throne. The body law, the lion. Are you not supposed to voice out and let the animal run away? Okay, you are afraid because you are part of the small story. There is not the lion again. Let me be frank with ourselves. See, in the beginning, he said in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and God was with the word. In the beginning of this situation now, it was Jagaba. They come up Jonathan with this reality we are hearing. They are responsible. It's the Gohana remove Jonathan. I said, man, this present government is Gohana remove Jonathan. They use Chibok guys.
I give them space.
In the beginning, okay, now you are afraid to name them because you are
you don't know anything how Jonathan was out. You don't know how Jonathan was out. I can tell you. You see the bitterness of Nigeria. You see the bitterness of Nigeria. You are still going back to Jonathan era.
He's the founder of what we are facing now. That's why he's confused to control the road.
If you allow the SF to take you and go and join Kano, it's Peru. If you allow DSS, if you allow DSS, you will not go to you will not DSS come for you now. They will go and replace you. You will go and join the Kanu in that place. You are not left. No. What you guys are saying is a very message. I will pick you now. You guys are terrorists. You think the president will not use his hand to destroy himself? You think the president will not use his hand to destroy himself? You guys don't know. You guys are terrorists. When they pick you guys up, you will start sympathizing. This one that's running his mouth. This one that's running his mouth. When they pick you up, okay, you are telling me the president will not she go on she go on does that make sense? These guys are like they say my people perish because they lack knowledge. They knew nothing. There's a level I can engage them. There's a level I can engage them because I can say that Jonathan time they are talking of. I think if their brain was so intact then, they will know that it was Jonathan that failed himself. It was Jonathan that failed himself. There was a leakage. There's Sanusi from the Sanusi. There was a leakage under Sanusi. I'm telling them now today, maybe they will hear for life. There was a leakage from Sanusi that was just coming from central bank governors meeting of the Africans. And when he got there, and it was Sanusi that leaked up the message that $20 billion is missing in oil treasury accounts. And then Jonathan has no response to defend himself on that. That was the beginning, and that was what these people capture on. That how can our money be given? They will not Sanusi was talking about the financial management of Nigeria as a central bank governor. What we are saying here is why continually kidnapping people? Because I'm telling you the reality. You are saying Jonathan. Yes, and I'm telling you the president Sanusi brought Jonathan down. No, Sanusi. Was the message. The message. What you bring the letter was triple girls. The mastermind of triple girls. Kidnapping overnight. When they came, they will fix this security under 6 months. How many months? How many years now? But they are afraid of part of insecurity. Will you demons? They are part of person. Will you demon citizens allow them to? Okay, you are the people. You citizens are the demons. Average Nigeria as a demon. You are blaming the demon. Average Nigeria as a demon. And that is what I'm saying. Average. I'm telling you not to tell Nigeria. Average Nigeria, not telling Nigeria. Okay, demons. What I said to you, I have. There will be a time we will be checking our brain, checking our whether we are normal, because we are not normal. As a possible Nigerians, they don't know where they belong, and they don't know where they are going. That is one thing. They don't know. That's why you see we are just one place. That's okay. I think I'm good to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I can't withstand all this lie, all this They are staying in the glass house and they are throwing stone. I can't stay in the glass house. They are the one that throws stone.
allow your life to be like you go back to the drawing table and see how your life became the way you are right. You throw stone, you can't throw the stone anymore. Now you are afraid. God bless your life. Thank you. No, they get control. See, Musa sack before you become the okay. No, you can't give me language and say okay. We are not okay. Nigeria is tired of no story every day. Now he came say ransom will not be paid, but yesterday say ransom was not paid. What statement is that? It's a negative statement.
You want to be paying ransom to?
Why they say no ransom was not paid, and I say no more pay. That means they were paying yesterday. Don't you understand? They are confused. They are confused. Why are they confused? Government is also working now. Don't you see what he's saying? Musa said no more ransom. That means ransom was there yesterday. It's English. It's real English. He said was pay yesterday. No more pay. I'm in charge. No more pay. But they pay yesterday. Pay may continue.
That's okay.
God bless your life. Thank you.
You've made your contributions.
Reality. That's okay. You've made your contributions.
Thank you, Kulu.
Thank you.
They have shaken the table and scattered everywhere. But I just feel that I just hope, but I'm not convinced if the president will be doing anything at the end of the day. I will not hold on the speculations that Tinubu, when he come back 2027, then he will regionalize the country, divide, blah 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 blah. And they cannot tell us that they did not know about the way the insecurity and killing from Boko Haram come to existence. Tinubu is someone when he studied his whole moves, it's over how many years now it's always about himself. So they are that kind of person. If it warrants them to take off whichever loved ones, for them to have what they want, they do not care. In as much as what they got what they want. So that is the kind of person he is. So now either you cry, you do this, they will always find a way to politicize and get away with everything. As a normal person that is reasoning fine. Before now, you campaign. One of the strategy was we are going to bring basketball girls, do this, all these things, we stop. How did it come to play? Now over the years, you have even refused to do that. So what do you expect for? They say if Saturday will be better, you will know from Friday, or before Sunday, you know from Saturday. So when you are having a vice president that is abhorring the terrorists, are you telling me you did not know about it? And that is the same person you raise the resources of the country to govern the country. So when you are using thief to secure your pet or whatsoever, so what they are going to take it off. And as someone said in the comment section, that Nigerians are the evil people that we need to look up to. If over the years our leaders, or not even leaders, those who are governing us has failed us, what has been the action or reaction of the Nigerian people towards that? 1% of this that has gone on in Nigeria, that has been happening in Nigeria, cannot happen in other countries. The country will have been shut down for many years, and there will have been restoring over the years. But all these things will keep going on and on. Nigerian people do not care, even though you have been brutalized illegally in front of you. Nigerian people will keep going their way. There's a lot of things that is going on. And some point, even though some of us will not want Nigeria to break, but when you take a look at some other things, think deeply, you'll begin to wonder what is now even the essence of this togetherness. Why not even readjust the constitution and let everybody just have his peace? But when we now look at the whole intermarriage that happened, the Yoruba man, I have a wife, a northern wife, I have this, we have children together. So we look at that, we'll be thinking of not even going, enter each other. It's happening is much. But irrespective of that, if at all we go our separate ways, there is room for you to leave your state to other states. Nobody is taking that. So I think we just have to have our way. Let everybody stay on their lane and develop their region. And I do not think that it will be coming from the president that we have now, because he's not actually giving the body language.
Yeah, as for the Musa or the
I said
Musa now,
ransom payment and negotiation.
yeah, you can see they don't know that we now is our fathers then that is not used to forget words of yesterday. When you come, there is nothing like ransom payment. Now you come again to say there won't be automatic that is an illegal, and they can't tell us that what ransom has not been paid, because even those who you want to be lying about, they're even using devices. They show the ransom they have been paid, 13 million or 13 millions of naira on their TikTok account. So if it's easy for the EFCC and likes of them to bust in a younger person saying he's engaged in internet fraud, irrespective of the it might be. So what happened to the terrorists that are using a phone devices to register their SIMs, and you can easily track them. They are online. When they are online present on TikTok live, they are still using the devices. It's easy for you to track them down. I will say they do not have the resources that farmers, if you know, army this thing as Musa then. No, it is now that you want to do. Then we can actually as well say that word. As a uniform man, there are things you can do. They might set you up like the brigadier. Fine. Now let's see what you do in the space of 2-3 weeks. It's not about me. I don't like story. Me, I want action. I don't need your list of any terrorists. I want you to come tomorrow and say so they are what dead by hanging or firing squad for those who are sponsoring. But can Tinubu do that? I don't think he will be able to do that. But there are speculations. I'm having feelings that he can't say it's clean concerning the insecurity in Nigeria. As some of our religious leaders, they cannot say they are clean. And the religious leaders will come to say that let's keep fasting and praying. A normal, sensible person, that's not corrected, will not be saying that, because we are talking about lives and properties that have been lost now. So which respect or regard will I give you when the Nigerian people are being killed at the every day, and you come out to tell me that I should be praying and fasting? The God has given us everything. You are giving you the sense to stand up for your rights. There is no manner that will come from heaven, and there is no Messiah from heaven or Jesus that will come to say this, because you actually know the right thing to do. Why are we not doing it? We don't want to die. We don't want to come together as one. You want to have a future that is not even there. The system did not even give that you the opportunity. For you to have something that you have to go into fraud to be able to sustain as a normal citizen or any graduate of whichever qualification you might have. So it is a selected few. So how long will you keep doing that? When are we going to get tired? And then I look front and back. I think, will I pray that this soldiers should come to the south here? Then when it, you know, it's always like that. Once it gets here, that's when the people will. It's as if the way the African countries are looking up to Nigeria as a country to stand up and take over the sovereignty of the old African states. The same way those in other states in Nigeria too are looking up to us, especially Lagos and the part of Ogun and so, to come up to say yes. I think it's now we have to move. Every other state will got like census and the likes of them. So if it has not happened yet, I think this is the heart of the Nigeria, Lagos state, then I don't think there will be any solution. There will be going up and down, and there won't be any.
All right, thank you so much, Simon. That was a brilliant contribution. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me. Good morning.
You are the last person who will be taking
The privilege.
before we end the program.
Thank you.
Still on the state of the nation, insecurity. There is a decisive move by the U.S. government to restrict visas for Nigerians violating religious freedom in the country. Of course, you've seen diverse opinions as regards Trump's threats on Christian genocide. Now, the question I want to ask now is that is the U.S. actually helping Nigeria fight terrorism, or is it selectively targeting Islamic extremists?
All over the world, it has become a problem and a threat to civilization. And if you look at most of the terrorist act that's been carried out, not only in Nigeria, all over the world, they are Muslims, they are Islam. The 9/11 Islam, name them everywhere all over the world, and they are not giving up. They have professionals, they have intellectuals who are coming from the other angle too, from the corporate world. They have their machineries on the ground. So it has become something that not only United States of America, Germany, everybody should go. In the UK now, those of them who are watching me from UK now, Keir Starmer is in trouble because he was biased on the issue of Israel and Hamas. Italy, the same thing. All over the world, there's this consciousness about them. Mike, this is most of them that are watching this platform are not Nigerians, are outside. they can say whether what I'm saying, whether it's correct or not. Then, if you look at, especially of 2 weeks, for example, and the United States of America said, okay, there was negotiation led by New Ribadu and all of them. Bianca was there. Then, yesterday or thereafter, or thereabout, we saw Donald Trump or the U.S. government, issuing an authorized investigation again on the issue of genocide. And I begin to ask myself, where is US? Do they actually want to be thorough? But is it going to take US government to push Nigerian government to reality? Okay, if it is like that now, okay, let them push them so that we can be okay in Nigeria. If it takes an external force to push Nigerian government to success, to leadership, to transparency, to whatever, to issue of security, it's okay. Because I can see, it's like the guy that just left now, the former, let me say, yes, he said he didn't leave because of the US government.
So why did he leave?
Like, there's something wrong somewhere. It's like the list the USS is having on those who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria is quite different from the one Saudi Arabia is having and the Nigerian government is having. Because I don't know, but this guy Matawala is also in the list. Yes, alleged. But if you look at the list the Nigerian government brought, you will not see most of these people there. You will only see Buridi change.
We saw it 2 days ago.
Mike, there is something. Yes, but I know. Yeah, they are talking about names. They takes a lot of they fund. They can take 100 billion in a day and nothing will happen.
What about the names of the individuals?
That's what I'm saying. See, government thrives on confidentiality. We must understand that even the United States of America thrives on confidentiality. Nigerian government too thrives on confidentiality. The same thing. So, but if it has become a threat to humanity, like what we're talking about, you don't be surprised that United States of America will be looking at them, and you'll be surprised, and when they say political terrorists in Nigeria, you see the list there. When they say this, you see the list there. When they say this, you see the list there. But when Nigeria want to present their own, you see enough of Buridi change and all of them. When Saudi Arabia want to present their own, you see entirely different thing. Like, we keep on recycling this blame up and down at the end of the day. But you see the list that Nigerian government are claiming, like Daniel Buala is claiming that the federal government is going to publish, has been there since Jonathan and Buhari. They are all aware.
And let us see the list. Let us see the names.
Mike, the thing has already leaked. And I can tell you that 60% in that list are Northerners. The head of those Buridi change are Northerners. The same people anywhere, all over the world. Mike, I have hardly, for those who will say I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever, I have hardly seen Christian engage in act of terrorism. Mike, I'm saying something because I think the world is getting to a point that where we will understand that Christians are not Mugu. But I can remember that it was Christianity that defended this world. That the Catholic, go and check out the days of the Vikings and whatever you have, the Crusaders, and then there was a time in the world that you cannot move anywhere with the Bible. The Catholic Church stood, formed militancy, and was able to advance the concept of the Crusaders and evangelism. You know that the world has come to an end. And I can tell you 100%, Christianity can be radicalized. Go ask Peter. Is he not among the 12 disciples? So when you see the lie, what is actually playing out in Nigeria, they are just, it's a matter of, all of them has either possibly soiled their hands. And they cannot stand in all integrity and be able to tell anybody, all right, Shebina, me and you follow go do that robbery the other day. Okay, you don't follow. That's the problem we are having now. But boss, outside that completely, can we experience leadership in all ramifications? Forget this one that just come now, Christopher Musa. He's just warming up with his office. After 1 more, 2 more, 3 moves, those who are in charge will step in. I said, boy, calm down.
Will they be able to control it?
Bros, I am telling you, calm down. Election is coming. You cannot threaten anybody. You want the president to lose? But a lot of theories and philosophies. That's why I'm saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in all honesty, should be decisive and understand that what is coming to Nigeria is not only about banditry, it goes with ideology. And it becomes a relatively difficult problem when this kind of concept is being driven by ideology. Okay, I go and watch the protest that's going on in the United States of America, Washington D.C. They are saying that the Sultan of Sokoto Caliphate, or whatever they call it, is a terrorist organization and it should be scrapped. My brother, don't you think it's a classified information? Is Sultan of Sokoto allegedly in the list of the federal government that has sponsored terrorists in Nigeria? But go outside, they will tell you, say yes, he's a suspect. And I can quote Ted Cruz. And they said, ban Sharia. Ban what? Sharia. Like, all these things we are seeing the Nigerian military is saying or not that, but the structure of the police and the Nigerian military has been infiltrated by repentant and active people who are driving a certain understanding and ideology.
It makes it difficult for situations to be dealt with. All right, King Gary says the list is very different. Yeah, it's true. Onyeze. Odeze Chima says you are more than intelligent. Chinedu, move down to Antnam. A lot of Igbo politicians must be in the list because they back IPOB.
Okay, yes. Let me just tell you very clearly.
Yeah, Antnam is coming.
Well, yes, I know you always like to navigate, and that exposes us the more. When you bring such issue and put it on the table, it exposes us the more. Mike, you saw what Femi said here. Okay, you cannot tell me. You saw what Femi said here. Bro, you hear what Femi said here? That there's no Eastern politician that's a billionaire today that does not have his paymaster in the North. Okay, when they arrested Odus Okalo, when under Buhari, that he claimed that he is man, he was the one that introduced Buhari to Odimogo Ojukwu for reconciliation, and they shake hands. They say yes, he's the one. Odus Okalo is the one. Go and look at Odus Okalo's background. When he was in the University of Meduguri, who was involved? How did Odus Okalo go to know IBP? Jubril Aminu, former Minister of Petroleum. They choose you. They choose the governors. They turn you. It's all Obi Kubada. It's all Shetima. But what are these guys, them of questionable characters, will be doing in Asurok? They are the ones that are in charge. And what will it tell the US government? That the vice president of Nigeria went to the United Nations General Assembly and told the whole world that nobody should touch Hamas. They imagine what will be going on inside Asurok on the issue of jihadists in Nigeria. That's why when you watch some of these things, yes, IPOB is a terrorist organization, this and that. But I can tell you, in honesty, if you look at the hierarchy and the means and all, nobody has linked any Eastern politician to the sponsorship of IPOB. Thorough investigation and for records purposes, there's nowhere you go in the world you will not see an IPOB person, and they are not being arrested. They are physical. You can see them, you can feel them. It can be part of whatever they are doing. But in Nigeria, in Nigeria here, they are the only nation around the world that sees IPOB as a terrorist organization. They don't see Lagrowa, ISWAP, whatever, you understand, as a terrorist organization. It is deliberate. Go and listen to the guy. But what's their orientation? Gradually going underground. I pray it will not trigger a revolution. Because the damage of this Fulani caliphate on the southern hegemony, political class, is what we are facing today.
Obayaga says, Mike, USA told Nigeria to abolish Sharia. We might not want to admit it, but Islam is an issue that needs to be addressed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, I won't call you. Exchange your words in the comment section, and I won't be able to read all of this. All right, because of our time, we have to end the program. I really appreciate your contribution. All right, viewers, say a big thank you for joining us this Thursday morning, the 4th of December 2025. We shall be back here tomorrow for another interesting, with more interesting stories. And please, the Christmas party comes up on the 13th of this month. Kindly support the platform.
Yes.
Whatever you have, the platform needs to support this time around to celebrate the Christmas party.
Dates confirmed. We have less than let me say 10 days or thereabout now to hit the ground running. Mike, I don't think we are going to have a live program that day on the venue of the birthday party, just to get the attention of our Christmas party. You understand? I don't but everything that's going to happen there is going to be broadcast live. I still want to use this opportunity to thank millions and thousands and hundreds of everyone who has kept us here standing for 365 days. God continually bless you all. And I wish every one of you the rising sun. Yes.
The rising sun for everyone. All right, if you are joining us for the first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Very, very important to share and like the program. Share it to people. Like the program. We want to hit 100,000 likes. 500,000
Mike, it is possible because there are a lot of people that are watching this program that are not commenting. You understand? 3 days ago, Master, I have to be honest, I was working at moving at this. I saw a man. That place they open. There's a place they open shop near, very close to that Aziz. The man just came from the shop, told me that he's watching this program.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You understand? And he said, every day I pass there, he said, Ogam, good morning and God bless you for what you people are doing on this platform. But you can, some of these people, you can't see them comment, you can't see them say anything, but they get a lot of knowledge, they get informed on the development. That's the only way we can contribute to national development.
And that's why we need to appreciate those that are engaging us in the comment section. They are doing a great job. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. Thank you.